Welcome back to episode 42 of our REMBE Pro Cycling Career Mode on Pro Cycling Manager 2024. As always, brought to you by REMBE Pro Cycling. Last time we came to the end of the Giro d'Italia 2027, so right now is June 1st. Basically, it's once again time for transfer dossiers. The last time we did this, we picked Lipovic and Piffy as our transfer targets, but those riders will be quite expensive, so I don't expect to have too much budget left next to those riders. But we also had our eyes on this man, Marcos Landa, 73 Hillstead at the age of 19, but I'm pretty sure he's a Northern Classics rider. Yeah, when it comes to potential, 6-star potential in Northern Classics. So this man I do want to add to my dossier, so there we go. And like, he's young and talented, but I don't expect him to be expensive in the game. I'm also quite intrigued by this guy, Leon Kolar, Slovenian, 20 years old. Right now it's 72 sprint, but 5.5-star potential in that category, so could grow significantly. And I feel like there's gonna come a year where either Behrens or Bauer become too expensive to extend, so I feel like we need a backup, so Leon Kolar is on the list. By the way, yes, I know he's already at 100% interest, so I don't necessarily need to add him to this list, but I like to have an overview of my riders that I want to sign on the screen, so I'll do it anyway. Now, this American, Ashlyn Barry, is really talented in real life, even going to the Jumbo Visma, that's a couple of years ago, Benji, Visma Lease Bike Dev team in 2025, but on PCM, he's kinda not super talented. Like, I feel like we can get better sprinters than 5-star potential. What potential is Bauer? Oh, he's also 5-star. Well, then we might as well do it, no? Yeah, I'll go with him. I'll go with Ashlyn Barry. What is this guy's stats? 78 Prologue with 69 time trial, 63 sprint, 68 Hillstead? That is so odd. And he's got 5-star potential in time trial, but man, it's only come out on Prologue so far. And to be honest, with the rest of our money, I think I'm just gonna try and re-sign the riders from our team that I want to re-sign. For example, Emil Herzog, 76 to 99% interest. I want that to be 100% before the transfer season, so let's open dossiers. But I'm not too sure about Hannes Wilk, 75 mountain stat, a good domestique in the Giro, but he's also not irreplaceable, you know? And he's on 2.5k per month now, but he's gonna be so much more expensive in this transfer season. Now, there's quite a few riders from our team that are still to be extended next to that, but I haven't decided yet which ones are gonna stay. For example, Noah Isidore is definitely leaving because he has not lived up to expectations, but the rest, I'm doubting for now. Anyway, I'll confirm these dossiers and we'll keep going. Also, we're about 20 days away from the National Championship, so I want to invest in facilities a bit because our treasure chest is full. 330k to spend. First of all, high performance tires for literally every person on our team. That's 20k. We can afford that. There we go. Are we getting optimization chain processing 1? Nope. We're getting the 2 instead. That's a lot of money. Together with optimization ceramic bearings, that's 90k. There we go. Next up, I want to invest in the time trial capabilities of our National Championships time trial list, but also of our GC riders. So, time trial training bike together with made-to-measure molded handlebars, made-to-measure TTR skin suits, wind tunnel TT positions. There we go. Let's select the right riders. So, GC riders in Torres, Lure, Steinhauser and Brenner. And the rest of the list is basically riders that could do well at the ITT National Championship. So, 200k is gonna be spent. We only have 15k left, but we should be good. Now, when it comes to the racing in today's episode, I'll be taking on the Tour de Suisse. In total, 8 stages starting off with a 4km prologue, then a puncher stage or versatile sprint stage, and honestly the same for the third stage. But then the mountain stages start on day 4, and this one's already a big one. 25 kilometers at 5.4%, the Gotthard Pass, but a bit of a Unipuerto stage, only 1 climb. Stage 5 finishes on the Cari climb, which is actually a bit steeper, 11 kilometers, 7.8% up to 12%, but the start is also quite crazy. 2 climbs, including one that goes up to 14.9%, so that first one, kinda steep. Stage 6, another mountain stage, the Newfoundland Pass, 14 kilometers, 7.8%, an ore category climb in the middle of the stage, followed by an easier climb to the finish line. To be honest, I'm saying easier, but 7.9 kilometers, 8.2%, up to 13.7, that's a hard climb. Stage 7 then, once again a mountain stage, Col de la Croix, only 7.7 kilometers, but then the full one afterwards, 18 kilometers, 7%, finishing on Villars-sur-Olon, 9.7 kilometers at 7.1%. And the final stage of the Tour de Suisse is a mountain time trial up that same exact climb. So yeah, a very mountainous parcours, this should be fun. But I gotta say, I forgot who of our team is actually going to this race. First of all, the return of Pablo Torres, 79 mountain now, 75 medium mountain, 73 Hillstead. Only 67 time trial, 64 prologue, so not looking forward to this prologue, but the final time trial is a mountain time trial, so should still be doable. Next up, Steinhauser coming fresh from the Giro into Tour de Suisse. He's still in form from that Giro because his fitness peak only triggered in the last week, so that's useful here. Alvarez also at the race, 20 years old still, 80 flat stats, 75 sprint, 72 hill stats, so for those versatile sprint stages, could really come in helpful. For himself or as a lead out for this guy, 76 sprint, Tim Teutenberg is also here, but only 68 hill stats, so will he survive those versatile sprint stages? I guess we'll find out. And as domestiques, Adria Perikas, who now has 77 medium mountain, Stamle with 72 hill stat and a decent sprint for the lead out, and Iago Aguirre as a mountain domestique. To be honest, that's a pretty strong team. But there's also big competition. Wout van Aert, Bissiger, Kung and so forth for the time trial, but Tadej Pogačar is here. And yeah, 83 mountain, 84 medium mountain, 82 hills, that's gonna be hard to compete with. But we're gonna try it. 4.7 kilometer prologue to start off with, let's go. So, Teutenberg is our first rider today. I'm gonna try and use him to figure out what effort I need to do for this time trial. So, 4.7 kilometers, I reckon it's gonna be close to 90, if not more. So 88 for now. Let's keep that going. Let's keep that going. It's all about the red bar in short time trials like this. So that's what I'm trying to focus on. 88. Let's try and run this to the finish line. 2.3 kilometers to go. Let's lower it a little bit towards 87. Something like that. Is it slightly uphill in the end? Yes, it is kind of. Let's go down to 85 now. And now back to 86, 87, 88. Let's see 90. 86 again, and we bring it home. We are 5th. From that result, we can't learn too much, but at least we know roughly what effort we need to do on the next riders. Oh my god, Rafferty is here, ever since that Giro episode. Oh, painful to see. Now, Steinhauser is a rider that actually matters because he could be a secondary GC option on 89 as we speak. Let's lower that towards 87 and let's get him to the finish. Into the final kilometer. Come on, Steinhauser. It's looking pretty good at the moment. 88, something like that. 90 and down to 85, 86. Let's see. That's okay. 8th. I fear I'm gonna lose like 45 seconds with Torres. Wait a second, Alvarez has 81 prologue today. That's insane. Let's put him on 89 and hopefully a fantastic result. Keep going, bro. Come on, Hector, into the final stretch. Bring this home, bring this home. And we are nowhere. Gotta be honest, with 81 prologue, I was expecting a little bit better. There we go, Torres on the road. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but I'm actually going a bit faster at the start to get up to tempo. Down to 86 now for the rest of the ride. Keep going, Torres. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Last kilometer incoming. Up to 86, 87 now. Come on, Torres. Last stretch, 90. Down to 87. That is good. Until the line, until the line, until the line. There we go. 40 seconds. That's okay. Like, it's not good, but I was expecting more. Wout van Aert with 83 prologue, not winning this time trial. Bit of an upset, Ethan Hayter takes it instead. But more importantly, we finished on 41 seconds, which I find acceptable. Most of you know this, but I fell in love with pro cycling through Pro Cycling Manager in 2005. But actual cycling, myself, that started with Zwift. Zwift is the go-to training app to make indoor cycling so much more enjoyable. If you want to try Zwift but you don't have an indoor smart trainer yet, you're lucky because right now you can get 10% off on the following products. The Wahoo Kicker Core Zwift 1, the Wahoo Kicker Core with cassette, the Zwift Ride with Kicker Core, or if you already have a compatible smart trainer, the Zwift Ride frame itself. To receive the 10% discount, go to the link in the description and use code BenjiWinter10. Both for important link and code. Now onto stage 2, a puncher/versatile sprint stage. Looking at the parkour, only one proper climb in the last 30 kilometers, so I think it's gonna be a versatile sprint. So maybe Teutenberg, or depending on his daily form, Alvarez could also be our sprinter. To be honest, that last climb is not too long, and with a +1 daily form, 70 hill stat, Teutenberg should be able to get over that. So, entering the last 15 kilometers as we speak with one climb left to go, and my entire team is at the front of the peloton, all assembled, so that's nice. Torres and Steinhauser in the wheel to keep position. I'm not going to explode the climb, I'm just gonna try and keep myself at the front. Iago over the top perfectly, no attacks left or right, so we've got everything under control, and Iago can go down to 85 in the descent. We've got 1, 2, 3 lead-out riders ahead of Teutenberg because Steinhauser and Torres are GC riders, so I gotta make sure I don't spend my energy too soon. 6.5 kilometers to go, Iago can go 99 as we speak. We can actually take over with Perikas right now already. There we go. Stamle is next, and we've got Alvarez Teutenberg with NSHL now. Stamle is looking good. Actually, I can take over with him. Perikas out of the way. Aguirre out of the way. Stamle, keep going. All these bends, I hate it, but I gotta keep going. Last 3 kilometers are right here. Alvarez can launch his sprint. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Wait. Right now. Teutenberg in the wheel, spending so much energy. spending so much energy. So much energy. Can launch right now, but I fear for it. I fear for it. No, 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 no. Teutenberg will win. Yes. There we go. Tim Teutenberg wins the stage at the Tour de Suisse on stage 2 ahead of Wout van Aert and Hector Alvarez. So a 1 and 3 for the team. And a bit of a gap, but POGAČAR is not at the front, so not an absolute disaster. You love to see it, Tim Teutenberg on the podium for REMBE Pro Cycling at a World Tour race. Oh, because of the gap in the peloton, Alvarez is now 15 GC. That's welcome. But of course, Pablo Torres is way more important for us now, 1 minute and 1 second down. He didn't lose any time to GC riders, so no problem. To be honest, stage 3 is a very similar stage. The last 35 kilometers, yes, there's climbing in there, but it's nothing that a versatile sprinter shouldn't survive. So the stage has begun. Teutenberg with a -1 RDC, so 76 sprint. We've got Alvarez with a +2 RDC, 76 sprint also, but a much better hill stat, so I might consider going for Alvarez. Now onto the second last climb, and the REMBE train is chewing at the front of the peloton, so that's nice. Yannick Stamle doing a hell of a tempo. Nothing too insane though. Let's drop it down to roughly 87 maybe. I think that's a bright idea. Tiberi starts attacking or pacing, so I need to take over with a climber. I don't really have a choice. Let's do 95 with Stamle for a second, move to the left of the road, and now sit up and try and join the back of our train. That way, Jago has open space in front of him to accelerate a little bit to 88. This tempo is crazy, by the way. What are they trying? Well, they're trying to break the peloton apart, but why are they trying to do that without my permission? And Tiberi is done for. We've got Vinokurov. It is Nico Vinokurov over the top in first. We are over the top as well with our train, so that is nice. Let's try and set something up for Mr. Alvarez here. Last steep segment right now. There's our train. Pericos with a fantastic day getting us over the top. Oh, there's a gap behind us. Yes, keep going. I'm okay with it. Last 9 kilometers. Pericos, Steinhauser and Torres on 99 into this ascent. Come on, Pericos. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And we've been caught by Mosca. That's a bit of a bummer. Can I attack a little bit and get the gap open again? Yes, I can. Let's try and keep going 99 as we speak. And the gap is properly open. The gap is 25 seconds. Come on, Pericos. Keep going, 99. All out, all out, all out, all out. Steinhauser in the wheel. Come on, we can bring this home. Last 3.5 kilometers. Slight uphill right now. Keep going all out, my friend. All out, Pericos. All out. Into the descent. We're winning the stage for sure. The question is by how much? Pericos back into the descent. We can launch with everybody as this 1K banner passes. There we go. There goes Alvarez. Can he win the stage? No, he can't get past his teammates. He can't get past his teammates. It's going to be Steinhauser. Really? Or is it Alvarez on the line? Oh, it's going to be close. I think it's Alvarez. Yes. Alvarez wins ahead of Torres, Steinhauser, and Pericos. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like Thibonais comes in 5th. I think I know why the gap opened up behind our team. We had 4 riders plus Teutenberg, and Teutenberg ran out of energy, opening up the gap to the others. So it's actually all thanks to Teutenberg. Anyway, I'm not complaining. 2 stage wins in a row, this time with Alvarez. And Hector Alvarez is now the leader at the Tour de Suisse, plus Steinhauser second, plus most importantly, Torres in the top 4, ahead of any other GC riders. In other words, we wiped away our entire deficit from the initial prologue. But I gotta say, a 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't see that often. Now finally, it's time for the mountains, with a proper Uniperto stage, Gotthard Pass, 25 kilometers of climbing, nothing too steep. Tadej Pogačar, the heavy favorite, of course. We are 10th favorite with Torres, so let's try and do a little bit better than that. To be honest, my goal is podiuming this race. Oh la 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 la, Pablo Torres starting with an 83 mountain stat. That's amazing! Oh, with 60 kilometers to go, a split in the peloton, but it looks like it's about to be closed again, so no crisis for nobody. Actually, 15k later and the gap is opening up. That's odd. Anyway, 30 kilometers to go, we're starting to climb with half a peloton then, but somehow the Gotthard Pass starts after like 6 kilometers of climbing, so it's actually like 30 kilometers of climbing in total, not 25. I'm just trying to survive with Torres. That is my goal now. 70 effort, 69 effort, losing a few positions. I don't like that. A move on the left side of the road, G. Vermeers van Eetveld. Let's keep going on 70. I don't want to go yet. Stamle can take over when it comes to protection. We're near the back of the group, but the group is dwindling when it comes to numbers. So that is good. Come on, Torres. Hold on for dear life on roughly 70 for now, last 15 kilometers. Ooh, near the back of the group, but holding on 75 now, 72, something like that. Aguirre can take over because Stamler's done for. There we go. Alvarez can use energy gel, ready for the next protection. We're still in the group. We're about to come towards a little flat section, so I want to be in the group for that flat section. After that, I can ride my own tempo, I think. On to the flat, still in the group. Don't get blocked, don't get blocked. Still in the group on 75, 73, something like that. Let's drop it to 70 right now. Attacks at the front. Almeida, POGAČAR. I don't like that, but I can't respond from this position nor from any position right now, so I have to stay in this position. Last 10 kilometers, people are perishing left and right. I'm riding my own tempo, but I gotta find a way through this group first. Why is everybody blocking the road? Well, there's no one ahead, so it's not actually a disaster. Let's do my own tempo now on, let's do 65. Alvarez is here as well. Godon on the right side pacing for POGAČAR. That's an attack. 5 people. Healy, Rodriguez, Uiterbroeks, Van Wilder and POGAČAR. I'm doing my own tempo behind that on 69 right now. Alvarez can take over when it comes to protecting right now. Next is Steinhauser. Come on, Torres. Oh, energy-wise, not looking too bright. I'm going 66 right now, trying to slowly move to the front. The gap is 1 minute 09, and obviously, it's Tadej Pogačar slowly trying to ride away, but Buitrago is attacking him. Can he drop Pogačar? That is the question. Oh, Pogačar's done for. That was an animation. That is the empty animation. I am quite a bit behind though, 1 minute and 13 seconds, and I don't necessarily have a lot of energy to bridge that, but I will try on, let's say, 70 for the last 3 kilometers. Come on, Torres. Pablo, let's drop that down. 1 minute, 55 seconds. Can we do 71? Something like that. Towards Almeida, let's try and close him down first on 70. I don't think we're gonna make it. 1.6 kilometers to go. The gap is 30 seconds. We might do it. We might actually do it. Come on, Torres. To the wheel, to the wheel, to the wheel. Come on, Torres, come on, Torres, come on, Torres, come on, Torres. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Last kilometer. Don't go insane. Let's do 75, something like that. Pogačar versus Torres. Pogačar versus Torres. Last 500 meters. Let's do 99. Torres can go right now. Come on, Torres, come on, Torres, come on, Torres. We beat Tadej Pogačar on Gotthard Pass. What a finish by our man. And with that victory, we're definitely taking the lead of the Tour de Suisse. What a win, man. What a win. Not 1, not 2, 3 stages in a row with 3 different riders, and Pablo Torres beating none other than the king of mountains himself, Tadej Pogačar. And with that, he takes the yellow jersey by 36 seconds on Pogačar. Quite a few mountain stages to go though. But I gotta say, that has to be one of our best victories in this playthrough so far. Beating Tadej Pogačar and Santiago Buitrago head-to-head on a massive mountain. Looks like the game is learning a little bit. Stage 5 mountain stage once again. We're not 10 favorite, but 9 favorite. But of course, Tadej Pogačar is once again the big man to beat here. And I feel like that last mountain stage was a bit easier because the mountain was so long. But maybe with those 2 mountains at the start, I might consider sending someone in the breakaway. It really depends on how Torres is feeling, you know? If he has a +3, then I might as well wait until the final climb. So, +2 on Pablo Torres, that is 82 mountain. I reckon I'll do it from the peloton. We've got Stamler near the front, so let's try and get him to the front and let him pace on maybe 70. The rest of the group can get to the front as well to get in position because we're starting a climb pretty soon. Teutenberg can protect Torres and Aguirre can protect... I don't know. Alvarez might be able to protect someone because he doesn't exactly have the best day. Let's protect Pericas because he's going to be an important domestique. And Stamler can control breakaway formation to make sure we don't have a godlike breakaway. That's a lot of riders. 3 riders from Jayco, so I don't exactly like that breakaway. Oh, looks like 2 Jayco riders did not make it to the front, which means that there's a group of 6 riders ahead, which I'd be okay with a 6-rider breakaway, but I need to catch these riders first. Let's try and do that towards the top. Come on, Stamler, 99 towards their wheel. There we go. 6-man breakaway now. Oh, come on. Israel is pacing behind that 6-man breakaway because they missed the breakaway. I don't want you guys in the breakaway. Stop trying. To be honest, the second climb is actually ridiculous when it comes to steepness. So Israel destroyed themselves pacing, and now the break has 3 minutes. So that's perfect. Yannick Stamler doing a fantastic job doing breakaway management together with Shurtbaks of UAE. 4 minutes 40 is the gap now, 76k to go. So we can control this break. Jesus Christ, Israel is pacing again. I can't believe this. Like, if you guys are pacing, then there's no point in me doing it. So I'll just set up. We're now in the last 20 kilometers, already climbing, but the official last climb starts with 11k to go, so it's indeed a longer climb once again. But I'll be honest, I really don't enjoy seeing my yellow bar go down before the climb even starts properly. And there it is, 11.2 kilometers, 7.8%. Breakaway is about to be caught right now, and Ineos is pacing, oddly, so let's just try and save our energy. Well, we're not saving our energy. Look at our yellow bar. It's half gone and the climb just started. That's ridiculous. Once again, spending as little energy as possible, but I also don't want to lose too many positions on this climb because it's still a large peloton with 7.5 kilometers to go. Let's do 78, 77, something like that, but only 1/3 of my yellow left. This is not going as well. Jago can start protecting right now. Energy Gel a bit too late on that. Let's try him on Steinhauser already. Come on, Torres. Ooh. Ineos tempo gone. I like that. Let's try and move up. Is that POGAČAR moving up? Yes, indeed. I gotta try and find a way through this group on the left side of the road. Tiberi, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. I hate you already for the cats. And now because of this as well. And you keep blocking me, Antonio. Get out of the way. I don't like you. Steinhauser can protect Torres. All in an okay situation for now. Gap is 30 seconds, but it is Baumann closing it down for Uiterbroeks. I'm just trying to survive, to be honest, because my yellow bar is not looking too bright with 4.5 kilometers to go. I wish I had more energy right now. I think I will lose my jersey to POGAČAR, but I'm trying my absolute best here, okay? Oh, it's slightly downhill here. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, especially when I get blocked by Plappy now. Come on, get through, get through, get through. And let's try and move on the right side of the road. There we go. One by one, let's try and pass people. POGAČAR is done again. POGAČAR is done again. We'll win again. We'll win again. Perikas can protect as we speak. Steinhauser is done for. We're catching up with the front riders in the race. We've got Uiterbroeks in the wheel, G and so forth. Am I overextending? There's quite a bunch of riders in our wheel. Their name is not POGAČAR, but they can still win. That is not likable. Last kilometer as we speak. Rodriguez, Uiterbroeks and so forth still there. Come on, come on, come on. Last 800 meters, let's do 86, 87, 90, 92. Rodriguez in the wheel. We're winning, we're winning, we're winning. That was not a perfect climb for me, but we are winning. Oh, I'm celebrating too early. I'm celebrating too early. And I'm sprinting again, and I'm celebrating again. That was odd, but victory for Pablo Torres. 2 in a row for him, and 4 in a row for the team. POGAČAR, buddy, what happened? What happened, my friendly Slovenian? Aw, finishing 10th on 1 minute 45? What's up, bro? This man is what's up. Pablo Torres, 5 seconds only on Rodriguez in this stage, but taking miles on the others. Miles! Can't believe it. Spent a year and a half in the UK, already saying miles instead of kilometers. Shameful. But most importantly, 2 minutes and 5 seconds on Almeida, 2:25 on POGAČAR. Ben Helian full for some reason. Pablo Torres in the yellow jersey at Tour de Suisse. And it's looking pretty safe right now. But the race isn't over yet. Because while there's more mountain stages to come, including this one, stage 6. Pretty massive mountain in the middle of the stage. Newfoundland Pass going very high. But that last climb looks pretty easy. But I reckon it's like 9 kilometers, 8%. So I still need to watch out. But I reckon the strategy is playing defensively from the peloton and trying to secure GC. Ooh, starting off with a 0 day on Torres. That's only 81 mountain stat. Oh no! Snap, the last climb's actually quite steep. 7.9 kilometers up to 13.7%, 8.2 average. But this climb in the middle, like, this 14 kilometers categorized, and that is quite steep, 7.8%. But before that, I swear there's like 30 kilometers of climbing. Let's hope no one hard paces that climb. Chandler once again doing some breakaway control. UnoX trying to send an extra rider in the breakaway. 13 riders now, but I feel like the closest rider is this one, Stef Kras on 7 minutes 26. So I don't need to keep the gap too close. Like, if the breakaway wins the stage by like 3 minutes, that's fine because they'll take bonus seconds away from a potential POGAČAR victory. I was controlling the gap in the peloton with Chandler and Teutenberg, but it looks like Little Trek is doing that as well, so I don't actually need to work then. We've done the 30 kilometers of climbing before the Newfoundland Pass. Now we're doing the actual climb itself. That is 14k, 7.8%. So the tempo's kind of easy so far. So it's all about just staying in the group for me. Nearing the top of that climb, nothing is happening. The break's 4 minutes 30 ahead, but is losing riders one by one. So that is good for us as well. Who is the first rider up the road? Santiago Umba and Steph Kras in trouble as we speak. But I don't think the break's gonna... Actually, they might make it, but it's not like they're gonna take much time. So it's all fine for us. 6 riders left in the breakaway, but only 2 minutes ahead of the peloton at the foot of the Blatten final climb. 7.9k, 8.2%, but as I said earlier, very steep in places up to 14%. I'm very well positioned in the peloton group though with Torres, so I'm liking that. Let's try and keep ourselves... I could actually pace roughly 80, I reckon, to keep myself up here, so let's try and do that. Ooh, peloton is speeding up. Alvarez, Torres, keep on pacing, keep on pacing. POGAČAR in second wheel there. I don't want him to get away. Alvarez looking good, still looking good, protecting. Rest of the team, still plenty of riders with me, by the way. So that is brilliant. Is that a POGAČAR attack? That is a POGAČAR attack. I don't want to go too slow either, so I need to speed up a little bit. I think he stopped with his attack. Can I move up on the left side of the road or the right side to the front of the group? That would be nice. POGAČAR keeps on pacing. Come on, Torres, keep going, keep going, keep going. 91 is fine, I don't care. More attacks, I think POGAČAR has a gap, so now we need to move up. Now we need to move up. Steinhauser can take over. NSHL's on literally everybody right now. And a small gap only for POGAČAR, so it's all about trying to close it down right now. Trying to close it down. Perikas can try and close it a little bit by protecting Torres. There we go. I think he will take some time. I think POGAČAR will take a little bit of time, but there's not much I can do here. Or can I send Perikas up the road to try and close the gap a little bit? I don't think that will work. POGAČAR takes like 15 seconds. I'm fine with that. This was a finish that did not really fit Torres, and it definitely fit POGAČAR, so it's a logical outcome. Oh, I just realized our win streak finally came to an end. Anyway, we still have 2 minutes and 3 seconds on Tadej POGAČAR, who hops over Almeida, so I reckon we can keep that, I hope. Okay, very quickly, 7 dossier points to spend. I want to add Iago Aguirre to that list, open dossiers. Lewis Leidert, a very weird rider, like 76 flat, and the rest of his stats are like very average, but I feel like a rouleur like that in a sprint train is useful, so I'll take him. Noah Isidora, I'm sorry buddy, but ciao ciao. Like, we did have a good time with Jacob Scott, but 32 years old, probably going to go down in stats pretty soon. I might consider it though, just because he has 68 cobble stat. Silas Kuk, 71 hill stat, 23 years old, but most likely won't grow much. I don't think I'll do that. And yeah, Jonathan Malte Rotman, the rider that won our first race for REMBE Pro Cycling in this series at the Tour of Antalya. I think it's time to let him go. Like, 74 sprint stat, 23. I feel like he's not gonna grow much. I think he's easily replaceable. But Jacob Scott, if he is very cheap, then he can stay at the team for now. For a 1-year contract, that is. And actually, we can spend the last 2 dossier points on a bit of a apprentice for Jacob Scott. Davidson Cameron. I swear that's the name of the guy that made the Titanic or something. Anyway, let's add him to our list. Whew! 6-star potential when it comes to Northern Classics. Of course he can come to us. Okay, stage 7, that is a proper mountain stage. First, 8 kilometers of Col de la Croix, followed by the full Col de la Croix, and ending with Villars-sur-Olon as the final climb. Once again, 9 favorite, Tadej POGAČAR once again favorite. Like, winning the stage would be fun, but it's all about protecting that first place in GC. 2 minutes and 3 seconds, that's what we need to defend. And honestly, that should be possible. Okay, so first of all, +3 on Torres, that's very good news. That means 83 mountain on the man, so that's excellent. Perikas with a +2, so 78 mountain as well. Steinmüller near the front, I might use him to go to the front and set tempo again to make sure it's not a gigantic breakaway. That's my plan here. There we go, Steinmüller at the front, and already quite a few riders trying to attack. I'm okay with a breakaway getting away, as long as it's not dangerous riders. Looks like the closest rider is Van Zevenand on 8 minutes and 4 seconds, so that's okay for me. 10 minutes 21 is Umba, Plap on 19, Martinez 14, nothing too dangerous up there. Crossing the top of the Col de la Croix as we speak, the breakaway is 9 riders with 4 minutes 13 as the gap. Everything under control. Looks like we're gonna move in the peloton, but it's already being neutralized by UAE. Sivakov on 6 minutes 40 tries to get away. Well then, looks like Mr. Sivakov overextended because he's waiting on the peloton again, so I don't know what his plan was, but it sure as hell ain't working. Reaching the top, Sivakov has been caught. The break is now 7 minutes 30 ahead. Stahler is done for after working most of the stage. Teutenberg has been protecting Mr. Torres all day. Alvarez can take over with that job in the descent here. That's perfect. Let's try and get some water to our guys as well. 7 minutes 30. I should probably put someone on the front pretty soon though, because I don't want this breakaway to get more than 8 minutes because of Van Zevenand. Actually, UAE Team Emirates is taking care of Van Zevenand for us. The gap is now 5 minutes 20 on towards the last climb. So roughly 12 kilometers to go now. The gap is down to 3 minutes and Torres is looking vibrant, looking very good energy-wise, and also, let's be honest, that RDC plus 300A is looking splendid. Ola, was that an attack? That was an attack. Pogačar's attacking. What is this peloton doing? They're speeding up like crazy, and I'm just trying to follow the group right now, but I'm actually okay with Pogačar attacking from the foot of this climb because that means he might run out of energy. That's what I'm hoping for. Still at the back of the group. My man has 25 seconds. He knows what his task is. Get 2 minutes on my man Pablo Torres, but I will not let that happen. Come on, gap is 1 minute. Gap is 1 minute with 3.5 kilometers to go. So he's probably going to beat us on the road, but I'm gradually trying to make it back as we speak. Last 3 kilometers, Steinhauser can take over from Alvarez. No, Aguirre, my bad. Torres is looking good right now, looking good. 1 minute 20, I can try and close down more, I think. Let's do 87, something like that. Looks like Little Trek is doing the work for us there. Pericals can protect Torres. I've got too much energy, actually. I probably should have gone earlier on the climb, but I don't think this is necessarily a disaster so far. I can get a lot closer towards the finish, though. So let's do 99 right now. Actually, I'm just going to sprint. I've got the energy to do so, so let's try and do it. Gap is, he finished already, so it's gonna be around, I reckon, 45 seconds. Maybe a bit less if we sprint even more. Come on, Torres, faster, faster, faster. Yeah, roughly 45 seconds loss, I think. I definitely could have played that stage better. The climb wasn't too long, just 12 kilometers, and I played a bit too much as the underdog that needed to save energy. So I should have just spent more energy by coming to the front of the group earlier. Anyway, Pogačar on 1:57, we finished on 2:49. So right now he's on 1 minute and 11 seconds going into the final stage of Tour de Suisse. So let's try and defend that. But actually, considering what the final stage is, this one's actually going to be close. We've got a 15.5 kilometer mountain time trial, of which I would say the first 3-4 kilometers are flat, so that does not benefit us. On the climb itself, we should be able to make sure we don't lose too much time. But honestly, on a time trial like this, 1 minute and 11 seconds could be gone in a snap. So Pablo Torres, my friend, today I need that +3 daily form. Sometimes in time trials, I enjoy looking at how the computer is controlling my riders when I put them on auto. Because, for example, Alvarez on the flat segment spent barely any energy, and now the climb is starting, and the yellow bar is slowly starting to drain. So this is how the computer controls time trialists, riders in this time trial. So gives me a hint to how to play this time trial in the first place. So in short, the climb is where we need to spend our energy. Tadej Pogačar is on the road, and after him we've got Pablo Torres already launching as well. So I'm starting off on roughly 70, 71. Let's do 70 on the flat segment, and then start cooking on the climb with +2 race day conditions. So 82 mountain. That should be enough, right? To protect 1 minute 11, that should be okay. On to the first time check. We are 24th on 1 minute 16, and Pogačar is on 59 seconds, so we're only 17 seconds behind him right now. Let's try and keep it that way. On to the second time check. Pablo Torres is on 1:34, Pogačar on 12 seconds. He's virtually ahead of us. Oh my god, we need to speed up. I upped it to 85. Hopefully we can crawl that back down. Oh my god, we are virtually out of the lead. I gotta be honest, I'm starting to panic. Come on, Pablo, out of the saddle. Tadej Pogačar made it to the finish line. He is so far ahead. I don't think we'll have it. I don't think we'll have it. We're not. Oh, I'm running out of energy too early. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. I think I fucked it. Oh my god, on 2 minutes and 2 seconds. I lost the Tour de Suisse. I can't believe it. This race was going so incredibly well. And Tadej Pogačar destroys me in the last 2 days, or should I say, I destroy myself because I should have done a little better in those last 2 stages. That's now 2 World Tour races in a row where I lose the leader's jersey stupidly in the last couple of mountain stages. Yeah, I reckon there's 3 ways we could have played that better. First of all, I feel like on the flat section we spend a little bit more energy than Pogačar probably did. Then on the climb itself, I had too much energy left when it leveled off in the last kilometer, so I should have spent more energy on the climb itself. And then in the end, I ran out of energy in the last 700 meters, which that completely tanks your speed. So 3 mistakes I made. And well, this is the result. 52 seconds. It's not even close. That's the gap Pogačar has in the final GC on Pablo Torres. And I really believe, I truly believe, we could have brought this race home if I played it better. Anyway, every failure is a lesson, so let's hope the next World Tour race I don't make the same mistakes. Hey, at least I didn't let a breakaway rider win GC like at the Giro. Like, the sad outcome of the Tour de Suisse not winning the GC almost makes you forget that we actually had a really successful race. A podium in GC is exactly what I hoped for at the start, but then again, we were super successful with Torres in the mountains to the point that I started to believe we had it in the bag, to be honest. Hector Alvarez Teutenberg also getting a stage win, so 4 stage wins in total. So I just counted, that's 18 World Tour victories in this season so far. We're halfway the season, so that's absolutely crazy. It's definitely been a very successful season so far. Anyway, with Tour de Suisse behind us, next episode is going to be the National Championships and a bunch of smaller races, so I actually can't wait to do that. But for now, as always, thank you for watching, thanks to REMBE Pro Cycling for sponsoring this series, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!